I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tigers. This is our last broadcast of the year. We are so grateful that we've had this opportunity to bring you the news, so enjoy our last show.
Hello, I'm here with
Mrs. Martin.
And Miss Johnston.
And I heard they might know a little bit about the student council election. When are the elections?
The elections are this Thursday and Friday, the 15th and the 16th. They open at 7:20 in the morning and they close at 2 o'clock on Friday.
Miss Martin, how are we able to vote?
So for voting, you're going to do what you normally do. You're going to go to voting4schools.com and you're going to select from specific elections for grade level and choose your candidates from there. There's also this year going to be a new addition to the voting. Headshots are going to be included with the candidate list. That way you can put a face with the name if you're having trouble recalling who somebody is.
And Ms. Johnson, how can we view the videos?
Okay, so this year, Miss Martin and I are putting together a slideshow that will be sent out to the teachers on Thursday. We're really encouraging teachers to show this to their students, maybe post it on their Google Classroom, so students can watch it on Thursday and Friday, view all the videos for their executive officers only.
Students, the materials you have checked out from the library are due by Friday, May 16th. Please start turning in your materials and also paying your fines. Your library account must be clear before the end of the school year.
Ms. Tim sent an email from the Benton High Library on Wednesday, May 7th. Please find that email to see what you've checked out and what fines you owe. Please see a librarian with any questions. Now on to sports.
Hey, Tigers. My name is Machen White.
And my name is Baylor Bass, and this is Sports.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are the two most unathletic people talking about sports? Well, we don't really know either.
But it's going to be fun, and we have lots of recognition and exclusive interviews with our new football coach.
Today after school, boys basketball tryouts are being held from 4 to 6 p.m.
On Monday, ladies Tigers basketball tryouts are being held from 4 to 6 p.m. And Thursday softball tryouts are being held from 2 o'clock to 4 p.m.
And on May 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, baseball tryouts are being held from 4 to 5:30 p.m. So play ball. Speaking of baseball, Brady Turnipseed has made the first team.
Congratulations! What does that mean?
I have no idea. But we're really happy for you, Brody, and Case Jordan, who also made the first team.
We're really proud of them. By the way, the baseball team has been on fire this season. They set a new school record with 31 regular season game wins.
They also were state semifinalists and district champions 15-1.
We are very proud of our baseball team. They absolutely killed it.
And without a doubt in our minds, they're absolutely going to kill it again next year. Take a look at this new exclusive interview with our new head football coach, Coach Dennis. Tigers, we're here with Coach Dennis. Coach Dennis, how do you feel about being in this new position?
I'm extremely excited to be here and be the head coach at Benton. Just like anything else, I think it's new, and so you got to take time to get to know the kids and the surroundings, get to understand what is the culture of Benton. As we try to build our own culture in football, you know, we want to be mindful of the rich history here. There's been a huge history of success in football here by many guys that came before me, and so we just want to be able to, you know, leave it better than we found it.
So we've heard you try to have a close relationship with your players. How do you achieve that?
You know, I think it's really starts from the top of our mindset about servant leadership. And so I believe that great leaders understand that our job is to serve others. And so what I try to do is serve my players from a servant leadership mindset. And I think that if you're intentional in that and you're genuine, that creates a bond, you know. And I think that there's an old adage in coaching, kids don't know or don't care what you know unless they know that you care. And so I think you have to start from that point, and then everything else is a process of that.
Coach Dennis, what are you looking forward to this season?
Well, anytime I get to coach football, you know, that's really what I look forward to. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of hobbies other than coaching football. It's, you know, my coach used to tell me all the time, we all have a song inside of us, to not die with your song inside of you, to play your song every single day. And so coaching football is my song, and so really, it's just being able to coach, you know, whether it's in the weight room, it's in the off season. So really, football season's year round, you know, when you think about it like that. And so, but being able to put pads on and actually watch practice and be able to be a part of and see the hitting, you know, that's a little bit more fun than, you know, coaching without pads on.
Well, Coach Dennis, we've enjoyed having you, but we have one last question. A state championship would be ideal, but what are some other goals for this season?
You know, all the time you talk about that, yes, the state championship's the ultimate goal. But there's so many goals, that the steps on the ladder you got to get to before that. At the end of the day, I think if you're being intentional and relational in your coaching and you're taking care of the little things daily, that state title is going to take care of itself. You know, and at the end of the day, I would rather my staff and our program be judged on the young men that are coming out of our program as a result of, the time we spend with them, what kind of husbands, what kind of fathers, what kind of community members they're going to be. If they're good husbands, good fathers, good community members, then they're probably going to be great competitors on the field, right? And if they're great competitors on the field, then we're probably going to be taking steps towards winning a state championship, aren't we? And so you got to take care of all those little things first, and then the wins take care of themselves. Thank y'all for having me today.
Thank you. I'm really excited for football season.
Baylor, do you even watch the football games?
I just kind of cheer when everyone else does, but I love dancing at them.
We have really enjoyed being your anchors, Tigers.
Well, that's all for Things Sporty.
Now cut to skit.
Well, Tigers, that's all we have for you today. We hope y'all have an amazing summer, and thank you for watching. Bye.
You can't see, Mason had a nosebleed, and
It's really bad.
and I'm hacking up a lung, so this is kind of far.
If I could give you my lungs, I would, but I don't know if we're allowed to do that.
No, but then you die.
It probably wouldn't be compatible anyways.